we're going to try this. Does it look any better? We should be regular 1080 right now. That's what we are aiming for. Now, do you know what's failed the most today is the app. The app has been the culprit. So it's not a failure of Starlink, it's a failure of our app. And I was never fully satisfied with our app. It had a lot of bugs in it. Now we're still testing just for quality and signal stability. We're not worried about graphics, we're not worried about anything else right now. We can fix that later. We're just trying to find a good happy medium with quality and stability. You know, at the right size and whatever. We're not even good really using the app. The app will be gone by the end of the year, so. take that picture. This bridge is on top from Hammerhead, Ohio. Tommy. I think that's the one. The other around here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and call it quits for today. Simply because our appointment isn't until tomorrow. So, we'll just drive the rest tomorrow. What do you think? Send a message really quick. Okay. So delivery is 6 p.m. tomorrow. Now, we have been playing with Starlink. We've been trying different settings, as you can tell. I am not really worried about the size of the graphics. That's later, that's adjustable, you know, but what we're looking for is stability of the signal, quality of the signal, all that good stuff. Now, like I mentioned before, if people are looking for Starlink to be absolutely perfect, zero problems, zero buffering, never a glitch, nothing perfect, you know, or nothing but anything perfect, you'll be sorely disappointed. Everyday Astronaut covers all the launches for NASA, Starlink and all the other good stuff. $30,000 on bonding equipment, satellites, and all that stuff. And at the most inopportune time, he buffered out during one of his live broadcasts. So it doesn't matter what equipment you have, how much money you spend. There's so many things, you know, atmosphere, technology glitch, whatever. So many things it takes to make this happen. So if a guy spends $30,000 and he still buffers out now and then, what do you think is going to happen to us? So what we're looking for is it an improvement over what we had previously? For the if buffer are the buffers, you know what I mean? I do know that we completely dropped signal twice today. Believe it or not, that wasn't due to Starlink, that was due to the glitch in our own app. So, you know, that's got nothing to do with Starlink. That's a problem with our app that I've never ever been totally happy with, and we're going to try to move away from our app by the end of the year. Got some other cool stuff planned. So the thing is, we should really shine in the areas where there is no signal, the back roads of Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Montana, blah blah, all that good stuff. When we are in the big cities, we still have to share tower space with all the other big city folks that have satellite antennas. You know, I mean, just because we're on Starlink doesn't mean we get a whole satellite to ourselves. We do have an advantage. The antenna we have is built to connect up to 10 satellites at once. It rotates, finds them, or whatever, however that works. Phased array inside there, so it does everything all by itself. I think, from what I could tell, normally we buffer across 80 in Ohio, Angola, Indiana, all that stuff. I think we do very little buffering compared to before. Tomorrow when we go through Pennsylvania, we'll see how we do. But my opinion, I think, from what I could tell, we do massively better. Like right now we're doing 1080. You know what I mean? And I know you can't do 1080 on a cell phone signal. Not for very long anyways. So, if you're expecting something perfect, you'll always be dissatisfied. But there's a reason why we've been around for 15 years, because we constantly try to improve. And not once perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I just want to do the best that we can. So, we have 399 miles to go. We have a live unload tomorrow at 6 p.m. We've got 3 hours, 5 minutes on the 11-hour clock, 4 hours on the 14-hour clock, 57 hours, 52 minutes on the 70-hour clock, 5 minutes, 15 seconds on our 30-minute required break. Which is why we pulled in here. If it wasn't for that half-hour break, we would have gone down the road a little bit more. But if we're going to have to sit here for half an hour, you know, might as well just start in the morning. It's already after. So, why would going to big cities affect the signal? Well, because don't forget, big cities, a lot of people have Starlink based, you know, home-based satellite. So when you get into the big areas, the people who pay residence fees and have a fixed antenna at their house or apartment, they get priority over us passing through. So it's just like a cell phone. When we get into a crowded area, there's only so many people that can connect to an antenna or to a satellite. Hey Sam, how you doing? Good to see you. Richard, how you doing? Can't see. Seriously? So you can't, road signs, you can't see the road, you can't see anything? You really think Starlink lower quality to unusable? Am I reading that right? Hey Hammerhead, how you doing? I called out what I think was the bridge that you normally are at. Was I right, or did you not see that? Howdy Jonathan, how you doing? Not as bad as I read it, huh? Well, I just read what you wrote. Sam, we're doing okay. Was not really thrilled about coming out of the house early just to sit in a parking lot because the customer wasn't open. And that aggravated me because I asked dispatch to check not once but twice to make sure that they were open and loading on a holiday. I was told yes, it was by 2 different people. Nobody around. It was not really a happy camper yesterday. D Wood, how you doing? Good to be back out on the road. Good to see y'all. We had a nice long time off. But I figure if freight is that dang slow, I'd rather sit at home than sit in a parking lot, right? Right? Not making money either way. Bama, how you doing? Okay. Ellen, how you doing? Okay, Ellen. And like I said, we'll be flip-flopping, trying a couple different formats and whatever. So nobody get their panties in a wad. And oops, did I just say that out loud? Nobody get all frustrated. Because we are testing. We're looking for a satisfactory point between quality and signal quality and picture quality and all this. Same thing when we started using our app. It took, remember, it took a couple of weeks of testing to find the best settings for it. You know, we do this every time we change stuff. So, did you send me an email? I've not checked email since yesterday, so I don't know if you sent us an email. Flying, how you doing? Dallas, woohoo! Yeah, D-Wood, we're gonna get overtime, not overtime, we'll get layover pay. That's for sure. So we're doing good. We're doing good. I am just finally excited that we got Starlink up and running. If you want to see what Starlink looks like on the back of the truck, don't forget, you can check out our Twitter. We did put up pictures of it. We'll probably write a website about how we're using it and how we made that and whatever else when we redesign the website. So Scrapple. Ooh. So, you know, like anything else, you're going to improve in some areas and it might cost you later. The fact that we'll be able to the fact that we'll be able to broadcast across the San Rafael Swell, back roads of Idaho, you know, Montana, all that stuff that normally is nothing but buffers. For us to be able to broadcast through all that, I am excited. Maxwell, how you doing? Mike, how you doing? Am I going to do some testing on the YouTube app with Starlink? What do you think we've been doing? T-Mac, how you doing? Where you been, Mr. T-Mac? And Utah too, there you go. Oh, no, never let it interfere with work or family. No, no. Janet, how you doing? Yeah, I'd like to see how we do over the. So there's a lot of excitement coming up, you know. How much freight does the company take to Montana? Well, I don't know how to answer that. But, you know, too, don't forget, this Starlink, they didn't start having this mobile array even have the ability to do it until mid-December. You know what I mean? So, and they still, you know, coming up with new generations of satellites. They're putting more satellites up. I think they're going to put another 50 up in a couple of days. So as they put more satellites, this is the infancy of the next, you know, the new BigRigTravels, whatever you want to call it. Starlink is growing, BigRigTravels is growing. And believe it or not, when you were a kid, you were flip-flopping, falling on your face. Yeah, you got inspection. I remember you said that the other day. No, this is not Dishy McFlat face. No, that's the RV portable one. You passed though, didn't you, Sam? Hey, Mac, it's all good. Mac. Yep, this is Stevie McFlat face. New truck, new trailer. Hey, I had a guy Oh, a long time ago when we used to drive Volvos. Had an inspector pull me in and he said, I'm about to go home. You got a brand new truck. How about we just inspect that? And he did. He just inspected everything really quick. So we're gonna try to push the 1080 out. Like I said, we'll do testing and all sorts of good stuff, but we'll see what we can do to offer you the best we can offer you. Alrighty, so I did a lot of review filming on my time off. And now the problem is I gotta edit it all. I'm gonna let you guys go now. I hope you did enjoy did enjoy. Good, I'm glad they got chased over. It just burns me up when people think they're too good to stop at the scale. You know what I mean? Or if you don't see the scale, it's like, wait a minute, you're driving a big rig, but you don't see a scale. Okay. Do you have your eyes open? So I don't feel bad for them folks at all. Not at all. If you want to see some stats on Starlink, I did take a Twitter snapshot of our stats. I don't know if I my phone. I don't know if I could pull it up while we're broadcasting or not, but let me see. Trying to look up something for you. Today we use 16 gigabytes. No. Today we use 7.7 gigabytes to broadcast. So I'm thinking we're probably going to use 10 gigabytes a day, which is 300 gigabytes. That's about what we used during using our cell phones. So that's not bad. I don't know. I'm pretty happy so far. Like I said, we'll improve. We'll get there. We in Montana, Sam, in Montana, long time ago, there was a company driver in front of us, and he ran the Wyoming way station. I think it's Wyoming. Maybe, I don't know. Wyoming or Montana. I think it's Wyoming. The guy ran it. There was like 5 signs that said way station next right, way station next right. And it, you know, it was one of the ones that was off the road. And he just flew right by it. I got on a CB and says, dude, why'd you run that? Didn't get no answer. I saw the cop sitting there, and there he goes. That cop got after him. And then the next truck stop where I parked for the night, I asked him, I said, why did you do that? Oh, I didn't think anybody would catch me. It's like, well, yeah, now you got a ticket and an inspection, didn't you? So, D Wood, glad you liked. I thought somebody was hollering about the quality being crummy. Double diamond or something I read earlier. I don't know. Ah. No, this is the same microphone. We've not switched mics yet. Swimming pool. Whoop, whoop. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's all we do today. How many miles did we do today? Great, now I can't pull it up. We did 372 miles. That's halfway, you know. Oh, Sam, did you read in the newspaper? Who was it? Some logging truck got busted for 40,000 pounds overweight. He was like 119,000 pounds, and he was only rated for 80. It's like, oh, I bet that was an expensive ticket. You like my commercials? Thanks. Glad you enjoyed. I like them too. We had those commercials made just for Starlink. Yep, that was Music Radio Creative. Or Music Creative Radio, whatever. What are you interested? You can't buy it. Adriana, how you doing? Hey, I just got the for Belvidere. Hey, as long as you're not in California, Sam, you're okay. California is the only one with a real kingpin law. We're doing good, Adriana. Howdy to Pennsylvania. Alright, so tomorrow we'll do some more testing of Starlink. We'll be testing when we go through the tunnels to see if we'll recover on our own. And if not, we'll have to work on a way to make it recover on its own. But just so you know what's coming up, couple tunnels tomorrow. Alright, Bam, I appreciate that. No, kingpin is what puts the trailer on the back of the tractor. So I'll see everybody in the morning. I don't know, a good estimate guess would be 9 o'clock, give or take. If we wake up full of energy, we'll go early. If not, we might be lazy. But like I said, live delivery 6 p.m. Eastern. So we'll have 400-mile test tomorrow. Alright, I'll see y'all in the morning.